Bye, Andy. Anybody that mentions Lola is blocked. See you later. Amber, take care of her. I said if you mentioned my dog, you were getting blocked. Bye. Bye-bye, Andy. Adios. Sorry. Not sorry. I said in the beginning of my live, if you mentioned my dog or my dogs, you were getting blocked. Yeah, I don't have to pay for DocuSign. I just downloaded the app. And the second attempt, well, I'll discuss that in a second. But the second attempt, right? If Mike wouldn't have been here, I would have been dead. Because when I got to the hospital, I was unresponsive, and I did not, I can't remember the word, but I didn't respond to any stimuli. And that's when they intubated me and put me on a vent. If Mike wouldn't have been here, it would have been successful, right? I would have just gone to sleep and never woken up. And that was my plan. That was my plan. But friggin' Mike was here and he intervened. And like, I can't say I'm pissed off at him, but I have to find a reason and a will to live. I just do. That's why I'm going away for a long time. I've been attacked by haters on this platform for almost 3 years, right? And I had a shitty upbringing. So my self-esteem is like, whew. And I have to find a will to live. I'm staying alive right now, but I'm walking on a fucking tightrope. It's hard. It's really hard. But I do have support. I've got more support than you think I have. I literally have more support than you guys think I have. Trust me. Trust me. You're like, oh, you only have 2 or 3 people in your life. The fuck I do. It did. It did. It's the second time that showed me I'm here for a reason. And I have to find the reason. I have to find the reason to make me want to keep moving forward. But I'm getting the help that I need. I'm just running in circles with this stupid paperwork. It's dumb. And everybody's like, you're making excuses not to go on a treatment. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But Mike gets 2 weeks off and it starts Friday. It's like paid vacation. And my furniture's not moved out of my house. And so Saturday and Sunday, we're going to move all the rest of the furniture out of the house. And Monday, hopefully, my shit will be sent to the treatment center. But Monday, this house is not filthy. I'm messy. It's not filthy. I've knocked my ashtray off my fucking side of my armchair like twice. And people threw cigarette butts on my ground. Okay, I'm clumsy and I was drinking. And I'm messy. When life makes you happy, what do you enjoy? I don't even know anymore. Isn't that crazy? Well, festivals make me happy. Concerts make me happy. But I can't afford that shit anymore. Music makes me happy, period. And so, like, in 2 days, it's Friday, and I'm hoping they get my paperwork done. But hopefully, all of my furniture, because we've got upstairs and downstairs moved out in the storage. And then he realized that a 10 by 20 storage wasn't going to fit my shit, and I told him that, right? And so then he has to rent a 10 by 30 storage, and I still don't think my shit's going to fit in a 10 by 30 storage. But the deal is, when he rents the 10 by 30, he has to move everything out of the 10 by 20 the same day. And he's moved so much furniture, right? So he's got to move all that furniture into a new unit and then finish moving this shit. And it's like, we're going to have to play a game of Jenga to make my shit fit, because I have so much more shit to fit. And he's run out of space in the 10 by 20. And so hopefully by Saturday, he's coming to treat the lawn. Saturday, we're going to start moving shit out. Sunday, we're going to try to finish moving shit out. Monday, all I have to do, you say I'm dirty. No, I'm not. All I have to do is like wipe walls, to where like dogs have like been like in the rain and like walked across the walls. I mean, I have to wipe that shit up. I have to clean the baseboards, re-bleach the kitchen floors. And I've got Bono floor cleaner. Thank you, Gotti. I've got Bono, because Gotti bought it for me a while back. I've got Bono floor cleaner and Bono floor polish. And, and that's all I have to do is like clean the floors on this story. And the house is going to be show ready, besides like landscaping. And ATN knows that. Too bad you don't, my husband, to help. He's he can a camping tent back into its original box. They don't actually fax paperwork. Healthcare doc. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. 100% they do. 100%. But I had to go down to the medical records department and give them permission and sign releases saying that they could. Oh, yes, they do, Molly Simple. 100% they still fax documents. If you have a spin mop, just mop everything. I'm going to have to buy one to do the walls. Yeah, I mean, I love all these people that think they know everything about medical records. 100%. On Friday, I had to sign 2 releases. One release to get the records released to me from when I was in the hospital for my suicide attempt, and another release form to the treatment center that I'm going into for them to send the stuff to them. 100% they still fax. Like, I was on the phone during the recess in court, right? Because the judge took a long ass recess. But I was on three-way with St. Francis and the treatment center, and they were like, we faxed her records on the 17th, and the treatment center's like, well, we didn't get them. What number did you fax it to? And the lady gave them a legitimate fax, and the lady's like, well, why don't you try faxing it to this number? I don't know if they've received it yet. The file is too big, Molly. It's 110 pages. That's what I'm trying to say. I've been fucking running circles. I've been running circles with this bullshit. Talk about my court appearance today. Okay, yeah, I'll change the subject. Mike's snoring. He's laying in my bed sleeping. And he's like, when you come to bed, will you snuggle with me? Oh, well, yeah, I'm going to elbow you in the fucking ribs a couple times so you stop snoring. Yeah, the file is just too big to send. They're like, we can send it to your cell phone and you can send it to them, but my iPhone won't take something that big. The file's too big and I can't send it. I swear, like, it's ridiculous. Now, court. I was reading comments. I was reading comments saying she got drunk last night. Oh, she's been quiet all day. She got drunk last night. And so she didn't make court. She didn't show up for court. Right? And then I've been reading comments. I thought she already went to court. And I had two court dates. I had a court date on Monday and I fucking had a court date today. One was with the contempt charge for ATN. And one was for the three misdemeanors that I got charged with, which was tampering with my license plate, obstruction of justice, and battery on a police officer. That's what I went to court for today. And it was just an arraignment. Like, it was just a not guilty thing. But I talked to an attorney. I brought in all my files from St. Francis. They know I'm going into treatment. I also brought in my tag. I have saved my temporary tag on my Jeep for a year. For a straight year, I've saved that temporary tag, right? To show that it was not tampered with. Like, it came from the dealership. Nothing was changed on it. Nothing did everything. So when I talked to the attorney, she's like, yeah, they're going to have to drop this charge. Because I was like, my license plate was taped to my back window. And I bought my Jeep out of state, and that's what they do. They just tape the tag. And the officer was such a dick, he ripped it off, and he fucked up like a part of my tint on my back window. Yeah, the judge recused himself on Monday. And what's really funny is I had the same fucking judge today. I was like, hey, long time no see. I did. I was like, so calm. But when I went in front of him, I was like, hey, what's up? Long time no see. Because it was humorous. It was hilarious. Because he works in Superior Court. As Flavor said, Superior Court is only for felonies. No. My divorce was filed in Superior Court. Like, literally. It was the same judge. It was the same judge from, like, Monday. Monday, he recused himself because his ex-wife represented my divorce. And it's still an ongoing case with my divorce. It hasn't been closed out. So he had to recuse himself because his ex-wife, like, represented me. But he recused himself in, like, 3 minutes. Like, literally, all I had to say is, like, you know, your ex-wife represented me in my divorce. And, like, I think you need to recuse yourself because it's a conflict of interest. And he agreed with me. And that was it. And ATN's attorney was so pissed, he fucking ended the Zoom and kicked me. Literally, like, kicked me. Yeah, he was fucking pissed. ATN's attorney was pissed. Well, if his attorney would have done some research, he would have realized that it was a conflict of interest. And if you people that, like, stalk me and follow me constantly would have done your research, you would have realized that the judge I was going in front of was my ex-attorney's husband. Because remember, you tried to report my attorney, and that's why she withdrew right after my divorce. You tried to report her to the bar, saying that the reason why I got the judgment that I did is because her husband was a judge. I didn't go in front of her husband. I went in front of a different judge. But you guys, like, made up such a big deal that my attorney's husband was a judge. You made up such a big deal about that, and you didn't connect the dots that that was the judge I was going in front of. Molly, no, they fucking can't. They need the shit faxed to them. Somebody, time out Molly for the fucking entire life. Becky, have a great night. Happy Merry Christmas. Somebody time out Molly for the entire life. Literally, I'm done. I'm not gonna argue with you. You're stressing me out, and I'm not gonna be stressed. Bye, Molly. Bye, Molly, for the night. Because I know I've got 5 mods in here. Tell you about court today. I'm starting to. Like, my charges were tampering with my license plate, and I did not. It was taped to my back window, and that's how they do it, because I bought my Jeep in Louisiana. In Georgia, they have, like, I guess, hard temporary plates that go on the back of your Jeep, but they don't do that in Louisiana, where I bought my Jeep. And so when I talked to my attorney, I gave her my paperwork for my recent stay at St. Francis when I was put on a ventilator. She knows I'm going into treatment. The three charges were tampering with my license plate, obstruction of an officer, and battery on a police officer. In the report, he says he cut his thumb. Those are my three charges. They were three misdemeanors. They're not felonies, right? Those were my three charges. So when I talked to my attorney, I was like, "This is so dumb. Like, I didn't tamper with my license plate." And I explained to her, and she's like, "Hey, I'm from a different state, and they tape the windshield things to the back as well." Okay, block exposing demon forever, forever. Not even for this life. I have no reason to lie. My attorney was married to the fucking judge. It was a conflict of interest. Yeah, of course I pled not guilty. When is my next court date? I don't know. My attorney like told me to call her when I get put in the treatment center, and they're gonna work around my treatment. I wasn't given a court date. I wasn't given another court date. It was just an arraignment. I don't have another court date yet. But from what I understand, and I told her the truth, I was like, when he told me that I didn't have a license plate on my Jeep, I was like, was a smartass. Like, I fucking got out of my Jeep and I lifted my hatchback and I'm like, well, what the fuck is this? But I was pissed off because I got pulled over like 3 times in a month in my Jeep for no reason whatsoever. And when I sat down and talked to Chief Walden, he said it's because you idiots calling in saying I was drunk, right? My Can somebody block exposing Trailer Demon, please? Please, like forever. No, it's not if the judge had connections to ATN's lawyer. His fucking wife represented me as my attorney, and he can't hear the case because they talk about cases when they go home at dinner. Right? All attorneys do. Yeah, going back to work. Yeah, get up, going back to work. Getting Lola back and going back to work. And I said don't bring her name up, and I just did. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Mike and I are gonna get a house together. I don't know. We might rent for a little bit, but we're gonna buy a house together because I am going to get equity from this house. As you people say I'm not, and you said I trashed the house. No, I didn't. I didn't trash this house. Not at all. Not at all. You've seen like messy clothes on the floor, and you've seen a flipped ashtray twice. Oh my god! It was sitting on the armrest of a big fluffy sofa, and I hit it with my hand, and it flipped. Oh my god! I cleaned it up as soon as my live was over. I swept it up and cleaned it up. It happened during my live. No, I'm not lying. Y'all can dig as much as you want. I don't give a fuck. Dig, 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 dig. Now with ATN, y'all can't dig because we purposely had no court reporter so that you can't dig into that. AT and I have both agreed that there are psycho fucking bitches on YouTube. So there's never been a court reporter. So there's nothing for you to dig up. The only thing that you're going to dig up is maybe paperwork showing that the judge recused himself and have another court date. I think it's January 13th. Yeah, and the obstruction charge that I was hit with, right, was because I was a fucking smartass to him. And then I was walking back to my Jeep. He fucking like tackled. I was getting in my driver's seat, and this 300-pound man tackled me. And the battery on a police officer, he said he cut his thumb. Bruh, I told my attorney, I'm like, pull the fucking body cams. I had like leggings, a t-shirt on, and like flip flops. How the fuck could I make him cut his thumb? So I'm hoping that they're gonna drop all three charges, but they're definitely gonna drop the first one, 100%.